Sizzling every day.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Jamaica. Good afternoon to you, world. It is another Mushy Make Out Monday, the day where we preserve the sexy on your radio, giving you everything you want and everything in between, hoping that the love that you didn't get on the weekend, just maybe you'll get some of it today on a Mushy Make Out Monday afternoon like this, giving you music that touches the mind, the body, the heart, and the soul. And this afternoon, I am happy that I have a young lady in my studio that is about to ignite all of your drive, your ambitions, everything that you thought you were, anything that you think you can be, because she has definitely overcome insurmountable odds. She has overcome so many impediments. She has been a trailblazer. She has set a path, an immutable path for herself. And anytime she go down the track, my love, hello, please. Another one bite the dust. From what house to King's house to the world. I have Shelly and Fraser Pryce, aka the Pocket Rocket, aka Mommy Rocket, in my studio this afternoon. Welcome, Lady Shelly. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Kitty. What going on?
Not much, everything good and Korea nice, and I feel the Christmas breeze and all these things, my love. Yeah. How are you doing? You're looking fit.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm 3 weeks in, so I'm good.
I can just tell you, say, like, uno athletes, but grudge, you know. You see, every time I sit up on the track, I'm ignorant. You hear me, them girl, them have one out of fat, that one selling like, my dog.
I'm fat, man. I'm fat, we still at work.
Yeah. But I gotta tell you, you guys look so well.
Thank you.
And I know the training is a lot of sacrifice and a lot of discipline. And even when you don't feel like it, you have to still push and you still go.
Correct.
And so a lot of people will see the final product on the track, but they don't understand the level of work and dedication and discipline and commitment that goes into that. But let me ask you though, Shelly. I mean, you're so accomplished. You know, you have been. I mean, last month the BBC named you among the 100 most influential women in the world for 2019. You are an Olympic champion from 100-meter to the relay, and the whole pass something where you do and go on with in the world. Do you get tired of it? The pressure?
Do I get tired of the
Yeah.
pressure? No, honestly, I'm just so grateful for
Yeah.
everything that I've accomplished, because it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
It is. And not only that, for me, I have young girls and young women to inspire.
Yeah.
And I believe that, the more we have is the better we are. And the more persons we can look up to and
Yes.
say, boy, yes, they have done it. I want to do it.
Yes.
And for me, no, I still have this burning desire to accomplish more, because I believe there's more to accomplish.
Yeah.
So until that drive is done and
Yes.
finished, then, then that's it. But no.
So with all the accomplishments, all the accolades, all the the acknowledgement that you have gained, I mean, in Jamaica and worldwide, because you are a worldwide international athletic superstar, okay? What is the end game for Shelly? What is the thing that you want that you have not yet received while you're still here?
Well, first of all, I've been professionally running since 2008.
Yes.
And I've said that for a lot of times I want to run 10-6.
Yes.
That has been a dream of mine, and I'm working passionately towards that dream. And for me, it is something that keeps me going. And this year, I really wanted to do it this year,
Yes.
but I won. So I think, my husband would have said, when I said to him, well, I really hope I ran the 10-6, and he'd say, maybe it's the fire that you need for this year.
Yes.
And maybe it's that hunger that will actually fuel that. So for me, that's what is actually keeping me here.
Yes.
So,
The 10-6.
yeah. So I am definitely working towards it.
Yeah.
And, I'm committed. I'm a hard worker. I've always been committed. I always said that once I make up my mind to do something, then
Yes.
that's it.
Yeah.
There's
You're
no
locked in on
turn.
your goal.
I'm locked in, all focus, zoned in. And for me, I am not easily distracted. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, I mean, I'm happy that you said that because I wanted to go back to, because I'm a student of history and we attended the same primary school, George Headley Primary School. And incidentally, George Headley, as you know, was a legendary cricketer, right? So I know if the athletes, something and the stars, something, I don't know if some over George Headley, I don't know. You know what I mean? About some over there, you know what I mean? And good afternoon to all the wonderful teachers at the George Headley Primary School. Did you always know, or did you always want to be an athlete? I mean, because back then, being an athlete was not, okay, what do you want to be? I want to be a soldier. I want to be a policeman. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a lawyer or a doctor. Athletes were not the thing.
Yeah, I told that story before. You know, when I was in high school, I didn't know what I wanted to be. Actually, it wasn't something that I thought about. And I remember being in high school and my teacher would ask everybody to stand up and say your name, where you're from, and what you wanted to be. And I kind of, synced with everybody else in the class. So saying lawyer, doctor, everybody. I was like, okay, maybe a lawyer is a thing. So I said a lawyer. And then eventually I said, I really wanted to be a flight attendant because, I'm a ghetto girl, you're curious, you want to go on plane.
Yeah,
you feel like,
and the makeup and the acne, and them time the ear Jamaica girl in the act, hello, no, hey,
So
when you see the ear Jamaica girl in time, no, Calico, the ear Jamaica girl in them time there, them girl in a walk, them glide.
Yeah.
When you see them girl there, yes, it's try to walk. And with them girl about, cause all them skin smooth. Yes, number one, I like she.
Yeah,
She
so
hot.
I was always thinking about, things like that, but it wasn't something that was, for me, I don't think I really had a dream.
Yeah.
And maybe I was thinking that, I'm from an inner city, maybe it wasn't okay for me to dream big. And then my mother was the one who was always pushing me to run. She was like, you should go to track training. Sometimes I would tell a lie and say, boy, I'm going to go. And she said she could call the coach.
Yeah.
She called the coach on the phone and she said, Coach, should I come train? The coach said no. And she come and she said, why you don't go at track training? And she said, Shelly, you can't get a scholarship. And she used to drill it in my head. And a lot of persons used to say, you're very good at what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I never thought I was good. And then, I left high school and that's when I really started to say, okay, maybe I have something, maybe something is there.
Yeah.
And then I started to work on that. But for me, I think, I just never believed.
Yeah. When did you start to believe?
I started.
When was that moment you said, you know what? I actually am good enough.
Yeah. I would say 2007, I went to Osaka, and while there, I remember going to the track with one of my teammates, and I sat in the stadium and I was watching everybody. Veronica was running and everybody was running. I noticed that there was something different about them, how they went about their business. You get what I'm saying? It's like they're focused, they're zoned in,
yes,
and everybody was like, yeah, and I'm like, okay.
I saw it go.
Yeah, man, and it was a different vibe.
Yes.
And I watched them on the track. I watched persons win. I watched some lose, and I saw different excitement and personalities. And I'm like, maybe if I come home and I start to work hard,
yes,
maybe I too can, get
there.
Opportunity.
Yes.
And I remember coming back home, and I said, all right, then
I
that
eat.
was it.
Yeah.
And 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, I'm up on the track.
Yes.
And sometimes it was very cold. I didn't have enough clothes. I always had this one shorts and this stuff that I would go home and wash it because I used to live on campus.
Yes.
I would wash it and I would always be out there 5 o'clock every morning in the cold. I don't have any sweater, I don't have anything. I would just sit out there and wait and practice. I was always early. And I think that is where everything started for me.
Absolutely. We're talking to Shelly and Fraser Pryce this afternoon. Olympic superstar, star athlete, and she is a woman, baby. And I gotta tell you, she can run with the best of them, any of them. And she has definitely been a wonderful leader, brand ambassador for Jamaica land we love. And trust me, I know when we see you on the track, hello, please, we're nervous. Hello. We belly are born with A. You see, when we see you go to when I call it the blocks.
Yes.
When they go to the blocks here before God got our foot there. Cover her from the corner of her head to the sole of her feet.
Yeah, and it's like a different feeling.
When you go in the blocks, because normally the camera will pick you guys up, are you nervous? What exactly is going through your mind when you're on your marks? Get set, go. What is going through Shelly Ann's mind at that time?
Nervous, but you see, for me, I like to say, everybody's nervous. First of all 8 persons, we're all nervous.
Yeah.
And for me, I try to focus on what I need to do to get out of the blocks first, because I know that's my advantage.
Yes.
And I'm going to make sure my advantage work for me.
Yes.
Right? I'm not the best finisher.
Yeah.
So I don't focus on that.
Yes.
I focus on
Start
what
well.
I am good at.
Yes.
You know, and that has kept me going throughout the years, you know, just to know that some persons are better at some things. But what am I good at? I'm very good at starting. So I'm going to focus on my starting.
Yes.
I'm going to focus on getting out of the blocks ahead of everybody. If you want to catch me, you just have to catch me.
Yeah.
Right?
And then I'll catch you.
So that has always been the key for me.
Yes.
And when I stand at the line, of course, when the camera come always, I'm talking to myself. You know, the camera come on, showing lane 1. If I'm in lane 4, it's showing lane 1, lane 2. Me nah look.
Yeah.
Like I am so focused. Me not even a look. If them call lane 1 name, me not even a look.
Yeah. No
Right?
knowing.
Me just a wait for my name, me smile, and then me wave,
Yeah.
and then back in my head, and I like, yes, start.
Yeah.
This one start. This one get the hand drive out, and that's it. You're nervous, and then, you know, all I want years ago, you know.
Yes. When do you settle off?
If I'm in the car room, I would tell you that.
Yeah.
I sit down in the car room and, you know, you do your little run through and you sit down and you relax. From there, I start to put myself in that mind frame.
Yes.
You know, this is a war time.
Yes.
You're ready for war. You have to get your game face on, everything. But you can't be readable.
Yes.
You know,
Who would you say is your biggest challenger? So, say for example, when you're in a race, lined up with this person, yeah, I said, John, no star. I start well in a clash. Yeah.
Honestly, I would say, I would want to say everybody, but you see, Carmelita Jetta now,
Yeah.
when I was racing her, may I tell you, you have to come with the A game because she have a top end that is like crazy.
Yes.
You know, Karen Stewart, those girls were just phenomenal when it come to race day.
Yes.
And I think what helped was the fact that I've always raced them throughout the circuit.
Yes.
So on the circuit I would race them. So it wasn't a thing where I would only meet them at championship.
Yes.
You know, I've been racing them, so I know, you know, that these girls are what they're capable of. So for me, it's like those are the girls, you know, Blessing Okabare.
Yes.
You have to start and you have to hold your drive phase, you have to hold your technique. So it's when those ladies line up, you know, you have to be ready. You have to bring your A game at all times. But then again, with the way female sprinting is these days, you have to be ready.
Yes.
Because it's not like we're separated by a huge
Gap anymore, yeah.
It's not Usain Bolt. Right? So it's not like we're separated by a huge gap. It's very close. So
Yes.
anything can happen in the races. So you just have to make sure that, you know, you're zoned in and focused on what you want to accomplish.
Of all the medals that you've won, and I'm sure that you have a medal room, a room dedicated to all your medals,
I
right?
can't find so many medals.
We can't find them. Where are
I
they?
cannot find them. Alright then, so me, you know, get the medal, look on them nice. And
Yeah.
just put them somewhere in the house.
Which medal means the most to you?
Um,
Your prized medal. When you look at it every time, you get the butterflies in your stomach, or you get emotional, or you know, it gives you that
I
feeling.
can say it in two parts. 2016, like, me not even not go around the corner. Me tell you so, I say me tour. Me I
Yeah.
tell you.
Yes.
Like a different level of pain, but a different mindset too.
Yes.
Because for me, when the pain starts and your toe hurts and I can't push and I can't do this, mentally it does something to you. Especially it's an Olympic year.
Yes.
You know, you're defending champion as well.
Yes, you have your title, you have your name to defend.
You have, I just come off the 2015 where I won also.
Yes.
I'm going in 2016, so it's pressure.
Yeah.
Right? And at the time, mentally, I was like, me toe. And it did something for me, or to me. You know, I was out of it mentally. Like, me I sit down and I say to myself, say, no, might as well me just not bother run.
Yes.
Not
A
that,
quitter. Yeah.
Me not that type of person. You
Yeah.
get me? I say, me not just show up only when me can win. Me show up all the time because I'm a fighter.
Yes.
You know? And I believe that sometimes there are lessons to be learned depending on the circumstance and the situation. And maybe 2016 is supposed to be a lesson
Yes.
for me.
To test your mettle and to see how strong you are
You
mentally.
know, so
Yeah.
I remember missing a lot of training. I remember going home. There are days I would cry and I said, boy, I don't know, you know, where this tour come from. You can't tell me somebody give me tour, you know?
Well, let me ask you though, Shelly, because for my listeners and my viewers on Instagram and on Facebook who may not know about the toe,
Yeah.
what was the toe
Yeah,
issue?
so I had what was called a sesamoiditis, which is the
Yeah,
two
big
bones
up all the
under-
doctors. Good afternoon.
the
Yes.
2 bones under the big toe that's responsible responsible for balance.
Your balance, yes.
Right? So one of them actually, there's no blood going into it. So it's actually a dead bone.
Wow.
Right? So I was trying to contemplate, trying to take pressure off it. And the funny thing is that's the foot that actually lands first. So it's what we would call the strongest leg.
Yes.
So it's the power, you know.
Your power foot, yes.
And I remember going to some training, and I tell you, I did PRP. I did PRPs when they take the blood from you, and then they spin it, and then they take the platelets from it and they inject back. So I did a lot of that, really expensive, and I did a lot of that, but it wasn't working.
Yes.
And I said to myself, say, boy, I don't know what else I do. I did MRIs, I did all kind of things. I was told to put my foot in a boot. I was told I had a stress fracture. I was told so many things, and mentally it had me away.
Yes.
But, you know, I was willing to still go through the process, because I believe that a lot of times above or behind the pain there's something to be learned and something to get.
The lesson.
And then I was there working, and I remember making the team at the national championship, because the rule at the national championship says you can't get exemption unless you are ranked #1 in the world.
Yes.
And I wasn't ranked because I wasn't competing.
Yes.
And to tell you the truth, I never did I go use a scenario like because me and Shelly and them supposed to give me a blind. No. Me go show up,
you need to earn your spot. Yes.
Me go show up and me go run. And if me make it, me make it. If me not make it, then I saw it go. You
Yes.
understand? Yeah, you're going to be disappointed. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's just how life is.
Yes.
After every disappointment, you just have a rise.
Yeah,
again.
every setback is a setup for a greater comeback.
And,
yes.
you know, I went to the Olympics. I made the team. I went to the Olympics and I got a bronze medal. And I'm telling you, I was so happy for that medal.
Yes.
Because, may I tell you, the lessons, the struggles, everything that, you know, happened throughout that season was just mind-blowing. And it changed my outlook, and it made me realize we are nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be grateful for everything that you accomplish at any time and enjoy your accomplishments,
Yes.
you know. But know that in the blink of an eye,
It
something
can-
else
yes,
can happen,
yes.
and that's it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
It
saying?
can be
So you
taken
just have-
away. Yeah.
You just have to be grateful, and you have to remain humble at all times to know that, you know, we don't control anything.
True,
We
it's a big
control-
man upstairs.
Yeah, you don't control anything. You think you control it, but you don't. You know, and life happens, and until that moment, that medal was like the medal
Yes.
for me. But that medal also helped the comeback for 2019. So
Yeah.
that was the lesson.
Yes.
The lesson was the pain and the struggle and the obstacles that you were facing in 2016 was going to prepare me for 2019, because after having my son,
Yes.
and the work that would be required to get back to that stage.
Yes. A
You
gargantuan task.
It
But
would
then you had the
take
pain
I
training.
had the 2016.
16. So the 16 set you up for a greater comeback in the 19.
Yes.
And now you're here in Miss Kitty Live. I got to tell you, we're talking to Shelly and Fraser Pryce this afternoon. We're learning the lessons. You see people's glory, but you don't know their story. You see her life. You don't know her sacrifice. And she's telling us all about it right here. What she going to do for Christmas? What's after Tokyo? What's going to go on? I got to tell you, train. You're listening to Miss Kitty Live on Nationwide 90 FM.
It's a clean start. There's a roar from the crowd. Shelly and Fraser Pryce gets a good start. Dina Asher-Smith going well. Fraser Pryce is going to get there. What a performance. Fraser Pryce, and it's silver for Dina Asher-Smith. Another gold. Her legacy as one of the all-time greats is surely complete. She's the world champion once again.
She's serving the world from 6 Bradley Avenue. Miss Kitty Live.
It's Nationwide 90 FM, the strength of a beautiful woman right here in my studio this afternoon. So happy and honored to have her right here on Miss Kitty Live. It is Mushy Makeout Monday with a difference. You know, when December starts and the new month them starts, we just do the things them different. And I got to tell you, her training and all the things that she has on her plate, we got her today. And trust me, I said, you know what? I know somebody needs to be motivated. I know somebody needs to know that you can. You believe in yourself. You work hard and you can achieve it. It doesn't matter where you're from, but where you're going. And once you have the faith, the stick-to-itiveness, the discipline, and the work ethic, trust me, you too will be able to make it. So, Mrs. Fraser Pryce. But not to the lie, girl, married and be a thing. No people, Shelly, would I use just Shelly? Why you use the price? Why you put on the price?
Because I'm Fraser Pryce.
No, but no, say you're married. No, but no, you're married. But some people, when they bust before, them just stick to them. You understand?
Yeah, a lot of people like to just keep their name
Yes.
that way. But, you know, respect is due.
Nice.
You know, Jason has been a part of my journey from day one. You
Yeah.
know, I met Jason right out of high school. A lot of persons wouldn't know.
Promise Kitty Life LR.
But
Yes.
I met him right out of
Hi,
high school.
Jason.
And he has contributed a lot to my success.
How does he
you know.
feel about your achievements, and what does he say to you before you go to race and after you come off the track?
You know, Jason's a man of few words. He's very shy, so you know he's reserved. But one thing I can tell you is that with Jason, I was already a star for him. Like every time I come in, him say, "Yeah, man, you have it, you know, Shelly. A year, you know, you have it, you know." That's how he talks.
Yes.
You know, and he'll come home ask me how was training, and I said training was okay. Every single morning, this is a ritual. Every single morning before I go to practice, he'll say all the best. Walks me to the car, all the best, and I say thanks. Or sometimes if him don't say it, you see as I drive out, you see a text coming on my phone, all the best. And you know, coming back from practice, he'll call, you know, you soon reach home. I say, yeah, about 20 minutes, I soon reach. And I say, all right, then I make breakfast. You know, he's that type of person.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's
Your anchor.
so much credit to a man that can hold the position.
Yes.
To make sure that his queen gets the job done.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot of men would want to take on the role of being a supportive partner in that way. And you know, a lot of respect and credit goes to Jason for all that I've accomplished. And I tell a lot of persons that, yeah, you see Shelly and you see me on the track and I run, I would not have been able to accomplish anything without Jason.
Absolutely amazing. A round of applause for the king, the general, Mr. Pryce. Tell them put some respect by your name. I love the men who are supportive, and as you said, you know, they always talk about, you know, behind every successful man there's a successful woman. But I gotta tell you, behind a successful woman, there is also the man that anchors you, who is your strength, who is your column, who protects you, who covers you, and gives you that strength and that extra belief. So that race that you just heard, that was Doha, okay? Yeah. Talk to me about that race there when you cross the line.
Not tell me lies. Jesus. May I tell you, I'm not even go around your Doha. May I sit down and may I say, like, before even going to Doha, you know, may I tell you, man, I sit down and may I say, no, sir. I say, first thing, may I look on it, may I say, may I 32.
Yes.
May I come back from having a baby. I said to myself, say, you know what? Anything happening, you know, I always pray and I say, God, I want to be contented with anything.
Yes.
You know? Because for me never put nothing in the door.
Yes.
I work towards it, but so are 8 other women.
Yes.
Or 7 other women who are going to be in the race are working towards the same thing. And I know each of them have their own journey and them can share them story and them triumphs and them disappointment and everything. So everybody in that race at the end of the day is deserving.
Yes. Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So all respect is due to them also.
Yes.
Because, you know, they're my competitors and, yeah, you know, everybody want to win.
But
you have to respect goes, you know, to them. But, you
yes.
know, and there I'm sitting down and I'm saying, there are so many things, but I'm saying, I'm just relaxed and I just want to get this, you know. I don't want to think about too many things. I'm like, my son in the stadium, Jason in the stadium. And I said, boy, what about excitement, you know, we know and them something there. So me I talk to them, I said, all right, then relax. We have to run the race first. You know, there's a process.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to get on the podium, but there's a process of running the race first.
Yes, clinical execution.
So,
yes.
You know, I'm out there and I remember being in the car room and I'm like, yeah, man. And I remember coach said to me before I go in, him said, listen, you said that light something there, nobody make it get you too excited. Just wave, do whatever, and just go out there. And I said, all right, then I see the light. I mean, tell you the light bright, bad.
Yes.
Right? And I start to see the light come and the whole heap of excitement. And I say, I'm ready.
Yes.
I was ready, right? I was a lot of hard work, a lot of it, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of, you know, listening to other persons telling you, no, man. I remember every time somebody see me on the road and say, Shelly, and you still around? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I never said I retire, you know. I'm still running. You know, there are so many persons who makes the assumption that you
but
have
to
a
your
baby.
mother now, you forgot sit down. Your mother now,
You know,
you can't stop run now. Your mother now, you're rich already. You can't stop now.
A lot of persons make that assumption, you know, that
Iggy.
yeah, you must sit down.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, so you know, work hard and I'm standing out there and I'm ready. And the starter said, on your, and I'm like, I said, this is it, we are ready. We go down in the blocks and me I tell you when the gun says go.
Let go.
Me I look come like you can
Yes.
glance, but you're not that term but glance. And I say, me not see nobody come and me say me a run and me a run and me a run. Me say when me cross the line, me I tell you just excitement.
Yes.
Just relief.
Ecstatic, yes.
Everything was like, look, I have done it.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
So even for me I say that me even blow my own. Me I say that you know them thing there?
Yes.
I mean, I sit down and I say, boy, look at it though. Time.
Yes.
Time is our, is just the greatest thing.
Yes.
2 years ago.
Yes.
2 years ago. I was sitting at home and I was watching London World Championship on the TV with my big belly. And the day after I gave birth to my son. And I said 2 years and I was worried and saying, boy, I can't come back? Really can't come back? Whole for work and just the work and the accomplishment and you cross the line and you sit down and you say, you know what? Anything.
Yes.
If you are willing to put in the work.
Yes.
If you are
the
willing
blood, sweat,
to
and the
make
tears.
the sacrifice.
Yes.
If you are willing to be honest with yourself to know that this what I'm going to do will require a new you. It will require a new mindset. It will require that some things you have to offload and you have to
And some
unload
people
something.
too.
Right?
Yes.
And then you have to get there and you have to make up your mind and you have to know that. One thing with me, my goals never change.
Yes, I have a term where I say my goals are not negotiable.
Yeah,
they're not negotiable.
never change.
Yeah, focus.
This is what I say I'm going for. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of distractions around you.
Yes.
You have to be zoned in.
Yeah.
And you have to know that when disappointment comes and, things come, you work with it. You brush yourself off and you get up again and you go again.
Yeah.
And...
Is Zion now your new motivation? Does
Zion.
he add to that? When I saw you lift him up, I felt so good for you.
Yeah, because me I tell you, remember when I just found out I'm pregnant, I'm stressed out for days, so I lay down in the bed.
Stretch right out like, Father God.
I move like me, I sit down and I say, no.
Just catch me.
Let me tell you, this is a serious thing now. Remember, when I reach home in the morning, I'm go to my coach and my coach said to me, say, why my face look so? I say, what you mean? And he say, why your face look so? I say, like it a breakout? I say, sometimes my face a breakout because the doctor say I have hormone problem and blah, blah, blah. And I sit down and I say, no, man. So, you know what? Let me really go to the doctor and go check out myself and whatever. I'm going to go and doctor give me medication. And she said, maybe the hormones. I'm sit down and remember, I said to Jesus, say, you know, say, I feel tests. I sit down and do like 10 tests.
Yeah.
I'm line out the 10 tests them and I sit down and I lay down on the bed and the jigger say, you nervous? I say, bad.
Yeah.
And when I look over and I see the whole of them say, positive. I just sit down, sir. And I say, no. Wrong time. And Jesus was saying, what do you mean wrong? I said, no, this is not the right time.
Yeah.
And he said, Shelly, everything happened for a reason. And I sit down and it take me now even go around, it take me some while.
Yes. To adjust.
Say, yes.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
me I sit down and me I say, 2016 I was going to be the defending champion for 2017 World Championship. But me I look on it, I look on sponsors, how sponsors going to
Yes.
take it because I'm going to turn 30 in December.
Yes.
So me I look on a whole heap of
Yes.
things. And as a woman it speaks to us how hard it is for us.
Yeah.
For
The things you have to contemplate.
Yeah, a man go contemplate. If your wife or your girlfriend pregnant, okay, then you still have to go back.
As a matter of fact, him get more props.
Yeah, him still have to go back and him job.
They put him in a daddy commercial now. Yeah.
Alright, while you're here trying to negotiate your life.
Yeah.
And just what people will think.
Yeah.
You're sponsored, but shout out to Digital Grace Kennedy.
Yeah.
And the whole works for riding with me. Still,
Nice.
and those things are a big motivation for
And
me
a
to know
blessing.
that you have persons who continue to support you with whatever decision that comes, because it's life.
Yes.
Things happen and you just have to ride with it, and then some people going to ride with it and some people just not going to ride with it.
Yeah.
One of them will not ride with it.
It's okay. We bless them up
Okay.
too. Have a
Yeah.
great day. Big up you. Yep.
Yeah, I may sit down and may say, yeah, all right, then maybe this is the time we need to refresh,
Yes.
rejuvenate, and come back.
Yes.
And I'm
Restart.
going to come back with a extra blessing.
Yes.
In Zion, and I remember having Zion, and I come back on morning. May I go to training? I remember going to training.
Yeah. What was the first morning like for you? Was that hard? How?
It was 10 weeks. I went back 10 weeks because I had a C-section. So I went back 10 weeks, and I remember being in the middle of the track. And me run, and I said, my foot them not feel good. Up here, so never feel good.
Yeah.
Foot never feel good. But just a wobble. And me I sit down and I said, no man, this will work. And I remember doing some exercises because, as I said, my coach was like, no weights on the back just yet.
Yes.
Because he was very strict with that to make sure that I didn't rush myself.
Yes.
Get back anything,
yeah, pace yourself, yes.
And I remember a lot of persons would come send comments and say, no, Shelly need to stop, lift up the weights. Them she not just have a baby like I just had a baby 10 weeks ago,
Yeah.
But I'm careful,
yes.
I know a lot of them just looking out, but I'm careful, And it just goes to show that sometimes you can't listen to too much.
Yeah. Don't watch your eyes on the market. Watch your profit.
Can you imagine if me sit down now and every person was sending or say, do this, don't do this, do this, do this, don't do this.
Yeah.
Then you're so distracted.
You have to close out the noise.
Yeah, so, I was just zoned in because, this is my focus. So, I come and I work and I come home and I remember coming home sometime my breast would be full.
Yes.
And I remember running home to breastfeed Zion, reach a training. Some morning my cup would be hurting. I have to drive back home. I remember I had to carry me home one morning because I leave my car at training because my belly was hurting me. So it was so many things to overcome throughout the 2 years.
You often talk about God a lot. In your interviews I've seen, and just even your pendant and just everything about you is God.
Yeah.
How important is your spirituality to who you are and, to anchor you as a woman, as an athlete, as a professional?
You see, I'm from Waterhouse. I go to Penwood Church of Christ. I went to Penwood Church of Christ Basic School.
Yes.
So I am grounded in that faith from the beginning. I'm a child of God. And when I say I'm a child of God, I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Yes.
I'm saying that there's a greater hope that I rely on. I don't just exist to please myself.
Yes.
I exist because there's something that was given to me greater than what I could imagine. There's purpose within me.
Amen.
And that purpose has to be fulfilled. You understand what I'm saying? And for me, I'm not living just for me. I'm living for others.
Yes.
And I've been gifted. And I use the term gift because the body, you never just get, it's a gift.
Yes.
Right? It was given to you for a purpose.
Yes.
And I acknowledge God because He's the source, and I have seen for myself what He has done for me.
As a living testimony.
Yes, so it is my testimony to know that, listen, I've been through some things, I've had some things I had to overcome, and it's because of God why I'm here. It's because of Him, and He gives me the strength and the will. And so so every time I say, I pray and I go on a TV and I say, I thank God. I am thanking God because I know what He has done for me. I know what the journey could have been and what it is. And I continue to honor Him because He says in His word, when we honor Him, He honors you.
Yes.
Right? And you have to continue to, those are the things that makes me who I am. My humility is because of that. Because you're not deserving of anything.
Yes.
We are not deserving of nothing at all, and a lot of us we get up and we believe that, yeah man, we just wake up with self or we give with self everything. No, we are gifted with things, and when God blesses you and He sees that with His blessings you're able to bless 20 others or 30 others.
Yes.
He sees when He gives you His gifts, He sees what you do
with it. Because to whom much is given, much is expected. But I gotta say, Shelly, your journey has been one that is so motivational, inspirational, just because it was never anything that anybody could have predicted from where you're coming from. The Lila Ike song is coming to me right now when you think of where you're coming from. And where the journey began, right?
The journey began.
Right? I gotta say, I'm strong, right? MCM1, right? I know that you've definitely been putting in the work and you continue to work. How are we looking for Tokyo 2020?